And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Lucas from Mars, and we continue with this Marlins franchise. And today I'm just gonna show you this box score here. I don't really gonna do this a few times, but the Angels were really crazy in this game against Oakland. As you see, Jared Walsh was 3 for 4 in that game, but Brandon Marsh was 4 for 5 with 7 RBIs. He actually had the cycle in this game. He had a triple, a double, a home run, and then a base hit. So an opening day cycle in this game for Brandon Marsh and the Los Angeles Angels as they beat the Oakland A's 12-0. Still a crazy line score and a crazy game there by Brandon Marsh, the first opening day cycle ever. So that's pretty crazy. Then Shohei Ohtani. We're going to face him this month here in this franchise. That'll be really exciting to face him. But, he was incredible in this game, too. We get a complete game shutout with 5 hits allowed and a walk. So, really interesting line there. The Angels destroying Oakland. So, we're going to hop into the episode here with the Miami Marlins. And in this game, we're going to quick manage this second game of the season here. Sandy Alcantara pitching for the Marlins in this one. So I'm going to do this with a few games this season here. When I don't want to really play the full entire thing, we're going to go in and I'm going to quick manage this games, and sometimes I'll enter the games if it's a game that I want to enter into and to kind of play. So we're going to have Sandy Alcantara here pitching to this Atlanta lineup after the Miami Marlins won opening day on a walk-off. So Kyle Wright pitching for Atlanta, and this one a perfect scoreless top of the first inning. And then Brian De La Cruz batting second in this lineup today. He hits a triple, and that was a good hit there, 1-0 for Miami. And then a sac fly from Jorge Soler gets another run across. So 2-0 here for the Marlins here early in this one. So they have a lead now, and that's going to be the end of the bottom of the first. So let's see what Sandy Alcantara can do here. He's a good pitcher, and hoping that he can do well in this franchise as he gets a 1-2-3 top of the second. That's a walk by Sanchez, and then a double play from Joey Wendell. So nothing there in this second inning. So Alcantara is still continuing here in the third, and a runner thrown out there at home plate by the outfielder, Eddie Rosario, getting a base hit, but we gunned down the runner at home plate, and so we're gonna go continue on bottom of the third, 2 men on here, nobody out for Brian De La Cruz, who hit that triple earlier. I just did a bunt there to move the runners over, but then Jazz Chisholm strikes out, and then back-to-back strikeouts there, so don't get any more runs to add on to it. But Sandy Alcantara through 4 innings has been really solid. So we go now 5th inning here, and an error gets a man on, but then another strikeout and 5 scoreless frames. So that's a double by Brian De La Cruz, who's 2 for 2 in this game. Another sac fly, this time by Jazz Chisholm, and then another RBI. Jorge Soler gets a base hit, and it's 4-0 here for the Marlins. So they have scored more runs than they did on opening day. They scored 3 runs on that opening day game, and they now have 4 here, 2 in the first, 2 in the fifth. So we continue going. Sandy Alcantara still has a lot of energy in this one through 6 innings. He doesn't seem like he's thrown too many pitches, and still has a good amount of energy here as we keep going. We're now in the top of the 7th, and Alcantara another 1-2-3 inning, only 2 hits given up here so far in this one. As here in the 8th, only 4 strikeouts, but no runs. It's a flyout, a walk to Dickerson, and another flyout, and a double here. So 2 men on and 2 men out. That was the most danger that Alcantara has faced yet this season, and he does get out of that inning, though. And so now we're going to jump into this game here in the top of the 9th with Alcantara trying to pitch a complete game shutout here in this one now. So Dansby Swanson starting the 9th inning off for Atlanta, and he strikes out, swing and a miss on that sinker down below the zone. And Alcantara with 94 pitches, so he has been super efficient in this game. That's his 5th strikeout. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. here, and he's going to hit a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit as he kind of beats the shift there a little bit. And there is a man on now. So 1 on, 1 out here for Austin Riley. And the pitch to him is another ground ball, stopped by Chisholm, going to second, and the throw is offline, and they don't get the runner at second, and they don't get a runner at first base either. So Jazz Chisholm there, an error, and that's only the third error of the season for the Marlins. And that's going to be a drive, and immediately Atlanta takes advantage, as that's going to be a double into the gap. One run scores around third, and not in time. Adam Duvall, or Austin Riley, actually. Austin Riley comes all the way around to score. So unfortunately, the shutout broken up here in the ninth inning, and that is going to be the end of the night for Sandy Alcantara. They'll take him out of the game here, but he does work into the ninth. 8.1 innings, 5 strikeouts, only 4 or 5 hits. He was excellent tonight. Really, really good start, and so hopefully the bullpen here can come in and close the game down so we can get the win. Dylan Floro coming on in for his first action of this season. Was really good last year for Miami in 68 games, and so now Alex Dickerson coming up 1 for 2 down in the ninth now, and it's a ground ball. Joey Wendell right to him at third base, across the diamond and in time to first for the out. So good job there, and Miami takes the second game of the season here now, and they are a perfect 2-0 to start this year. Good win here. Sandy Alcantara getting the win, and an excellent pitching performance for him and the Marlins. Not a ton of offense in this game, but enough to grab the win. So Sandy Alcantara, 8.1 innings, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, only a couple of walks, and he was excellent. Taking a really quick look at Atlanta's line, and then we go to the Miami box score here, and Soler with 2 RBIs, De La Cruz 2 for 2 with a triple and a double. In that one, he had an RBI, and Chisholm also had an RBI, and Alcantara 8.1 innings, as I said. Only 1 earned run, actually, because the second earned run was an error, or the second run wasn't off of an error, so really, really, really good start, and Dylan Floro, his first save of the year. So now the main focus of this episode here is going to be pitching with Trevor Rodgers. And this is a guy that's going to be super key in this franchise to develop. He's one of the best pitchers on this staff, and really going to be a key player to watch out for in this franchise. So first action of the season for him here this year, and a really cool intro to this game. I really do like the new intro animations that this game has, because it does feel different than the previous MLB The Show games, because I know in the previous MLB The Show games you kind of don't really tell any difference between the games that you play, but this one they actually have different styles and different introductions to these games, and so I really enjoy that. It looks different than MLB The Show 20, which is nice. So we get to Trevor Rodgers here, and again they're looking at his year that he had last year in 133 innings. Very, very solid. So again, hoping to have a good start to this year, and maybe 3-0 to start the year for the Braves. That would be, for Miami, that would be huge against Atlanta. So we have Ozzie Albies here starting the game off, and that is going to be ball 4 down in the dirt. Jacob Stallings having to pick that ball up and save it. So now it's Dansby who's going to line one right to third base, and a good play there. Nice catch. 1 down. Ronald Acuna Jr. up now. He has a home run already, and batting .250 so far in the year, and he's going to ground a base hit into left field. So he gets on with another hit for him this year. 2 men on now, 1 man out. Austin Riley, first pitch swinging and lining it into the outfield, and it's caught. A good catch there, and that could have been bad. That almost dropped, but it didn't. And now Travis Arnaud is gonna get stopped. Wow, Jesus Aguilar diving for that one, and he makes the play. That was really, really impressive. Good job by Jesus Aguilar. Not necessarily known for the defense, but woo, that was a brilliant defensive stop right there and a dive to get that out. So we go top of the second. We're only going to be focusing on Trevor Rodgers, at least in the beginning of this game, as a 0-1 pitch is over the glove of Jazz Chisholm, trying to get it there at second. And another hit. So a couple of hits and a walk already. 3 base runners given up by Rodgers so far, and we already get to Matt Olson. I'm not sure why he's batting 9th in this lineup. I think probably move him up in the order, but you know that's not. I can't make them do that, and that's another walk. So again, an inning with a hit and a walk allowed, but that is gonna take care of the inning. It's a ground out to third base. So Trevor Rodgers, some base runners here already. You know, 2 hits and a couple of walks, but has not given up a run yet. So we go top 3. Miami did score in that bottom of the second, so they're up 1-0 now, and that's going to be a line drive and another hit. Dansby Swanson this time gets that single, and so here we go, another man on, another base runner, 2 down now in the inning, and the 0-1 to D'Arnaud, and that's a throw over to second. Jacob Stallings gunning down. Runner, great job, and he's got some great defensive ratings, and he guns down Dansby Swanson, not even particularly close at second base. Great throw by Jacob Stallings there. The top of the 4th here, 1 down in the inning. And Alex Dickerson check swings. He does go around. Actually, it's a called strike. 2-2 pitch now to Dickerson is a line drive. That's going to be caught by the shortstop. So he makes the catch now, 2 down in the inning. And the 0-1 pitch here and out to Eddie Rosario is another line drive right to first base, though. And some hard contact here given up by Rodgers, but still no runs. And, you know, he's not really a strikeout pitcher. I would kind of like to see some strikeouts here. He hasn't gotten any so far, and he's going to allow another base hit here into center field as that falls just in front of the center fielder. So another base runner here, the 4th hit of the game for Atlanta. And now Matt Olson here. 0-1 to him is a little blooper. That's going to also fall in. Another hit as 2 men on again, and this time there's nobody out. So Trevor Rodgers in a little bit of a situation, a little pickle here, and now it's the leadoff man for them, Albies. This is a great play, great catch out there by the right fielder as that is caught as Arviso Garcia taking care of that. Great play there. Now moving over to third base. Dansby Swanson hits a liner that is going to fall. It drops right in front of the left fielder and in there for a single. So a run scores. And now it's 1-2. Dansby with his 2nd hit of the game. And the Atlanta Braves strike here in the 5th. That's a ground ball. That's going to be the final out of the inning. As they're going to go to second to get it. So again, so a few hits there in that inning. 6 hits allowed through 5 innings for Rodgers, and you know I know he's not giving up a bunch of runs, but I would like to see less hits given up as he's gonna give up this blast. That's actually caught though. Great play, racing back and making that catch is Garcia. He's made a couple of pretty good outfield plays in this game so far. And now it's Alex Dickerson. And that's a ground ball to first. And I should have gotten over to first base sooner. But unfortunately, I didn't move. And so it's going to end up being a base hit. So there's going to be a man on for Eddie Rosario, who's 0-2 in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball and a base hit again. And another single into the outfield. And you got to wonder how long are they going to want to keep Rodgers going here. Went out in the 6th. And Marcelo Ozuna now is going to hit another liner. And another base hit into the outfield, and that is going to be in the bases going to be loaded here for Matt Olson. And the first pitch to Matt Olson is a line drive, and it's another hit, the 4th hit of the inning for Atlanta. Tie game. It's 2-2 now. And man, too many hits given up here by Trevor Rodgers, and they're going to have to take him out of the game. And you know, it's not a terrible start. And hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully these runs don't come in to score, but yeah, too many hits allowed. Doesn't get any strikeouts at all in that game. No strikeouts, 2 walks. You know, I mean, he gave up like 8 or 9 hits in that game, so not necessarily the best start for Trevor Rodgers in his season to begin. But Luis Hernandez trying to limit the damage and keep this game tied. Let's see if he can do it. As Ozzie Albies is going to swing, and that's going to be a base hit again. And just Atlanta keeping this line moving right now. 5 hits here in a row in this inning, I believe. And man, they are just they add another run. They take the lead. Now it's Dansby Swanson. That was definitely a strike. that was called a ball, apparently outside, according to the umpire. Now a 2-0, and that ball is a circle change right on the corner. I mean, look at that location. This umpire zone is incredibly tight now all of a sudden, as we don't get the benefit of the doubt on those two pitches, and then a fly ball into center field. Jesus Sanchez getting in position to throw home, and they're going to try and tag up the runner here, and this is going to be close play, and the runner is out at home. Oh, great strike by Jorge Soler out there in center field. That wasn't Soler, that was Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez has got a pretty good arm, and they just barely get the runner there going home. Great throw, very close play. And it still remains a 1-run lead for Atlanta. So now Jorge Soler here coming up with 2 down in the 6th inning. And a 1-2 here to him is swung on and missed. Way late at that fastball. And Husker Uena, who had very limited pitches, only has given up 4 hits in this game. He gets that out there. And you see 11 hits by Atlanta in this game. That's too many hits given up. And now Arnold Acuna Jr. here leading off this inning, as that is strike 3. The umpire says he goes on that swing. That's the first strikeout of the entire game for Miami pitching in this one. Ground ball first base. That's going to be stepped on first for the out. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly kind of a miracle that the Braves don't have more runs in this game. Based on their hit count, with 11 hits in this game, you would think they would probably have more runs than just 3, but the pitching has been good at limiting runs so far. So that's going to be a base hit here by Aguilar to start this 7th, and Jesus Aguilar has had a pretty good start to this year offensively. That is going to be it for Husker Uena, who was very solid in this game, worked into the 7th inning here, and only gave up 5 hits, I believe. And he was very solid. So now we get to this bullpen, and we get to Tyler Matsik, who was having his first start of the year, and last year was really great, also really good in the postseason for Atlanta in real life in the postseason. So tough pitcher here, tough reliever to face, and now Jesus Sanchez swinging and missing at a slider, way outside, way out in front of it, and again, still not that great at hitting in this game. That's a swing and a miss for another strikeout. 2 strikeouts here in this inning. I'm getting better at hitting, but still not necessarily all that great. That's going to be a single by Jacob Stallings, and holding a third base is going to be Jesus Aguilar. So Stallings going down and getting that cutter. So now it's leadoff hitter John Birdie, and he's going to swing. He hits the ball, and that's going to drop into the outfield. And Jesus Aguilar scores. Tie game, 3-3. John Birdie gets a base hit and an RBI. A run scores. Good job to go down and get that ball. That was not a terrible pitch there by Matsik, and now Colin McHugh is on, and he gets a strikeout there of De La Cruz on an outside off-speed pitch there. But Miami tied the game up. They get a few hits in that inning, and they do tie the game. But now it's 3-3 as we go into the 8th. So Eliezer Hernandez is going to stay in the game for this 8th inning. It looks like as Alex Dickerson here starting off the inning. And actually, I take Hernandez out of the game. We put in Anthony Bass, who did pitch in the opener, has pitched 1.2 innings already. Did pitch an inning in opening day, and then pitched some yesterday as well. So that's a stop by Wendell, a diving stop, but not really going to have a chance at getting the runner at first base, as that is going to be a single. So a man on here, that's the go-ahead run, and now it's Marcell Ozuna, who's 2 for 3 in this game, and he looks at a splitter high for strike 3. Second K of the game for Miami. And now 2 down in the inning for Matt Olson, who's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and a ribby. He's been super good for Atlanta already this season. And he pops it up on the infield as Joey Wendell gets over to make the catch. So a good job there by Anthony Bass as he walks around the hit. And we go to the middle of the 8th. We're tied at 3. So Jazz Chisholm, who's 2 for 3 in this game, starts the 8th inning off, and he swings at the first pitch, and it's going to be a diving stop. Oh, what a play, Ozzie Albies. He's one of the better defensive second basemen in the league, and he just made that play look easy. A diving stop, and man, a single robbed there of Jazz Chisholm. That should have been a hit, but it doesn't get through. So now Jesus Aguilar is 1 for 3, and he hits a fly ball. That's going to be caught. Yes, it will. Wow, good job. There is Eddie Rosario racing back, and he makes the catch. So a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th. And now we go top 9. Anthony Bass here. Can he get another inning? As Ozzie Albies is starting the inning off. And a full count pitch to him is a fly ball into the outfield. Soler racing. He can't get it. It's over his glove. Just over his glove and into second base. A double for Ozzie Albies. And I believe that's the first hit of the season for him here finally in the 3rd game of the year in the 9th inning. As that, I mean, I think Soler maybe could have gotten there. Not sure how. I think his route, he might have just not had a good reaction time on that ball. But either way, now Albies is in second and base, and that's going to be a drive that is going to bounce off the wall, and Albies is going to easily come around third. He's going to score, and Atlanta gets on the board again, and they take the lead here in the 9th inning. As Dansby Swanson, that's his 3rd hit in the game. And it's now a 4-3 lead for Atlanta. So Richard Blair coming on for his first appearance of the season. And now still 1 out, man on third here for Austin Riley, who hits a fly ball into the outfield for Garcia, who catches it. Going home is Swanson. Oh, what a strike! What a throw by Garcia! And for the 2nd time in this game, the Miami outfielder guns down a guy at home plate. How about that? Another great play by the outfield here, and that was not really, that wasn't even that close, as that was just a beautiful throw by Garcia. So now it's A.J. Minter, and if you remember, A.J. Minter did blow the last game that he had. He blew the save opportunity in the 9th of the opening day game, so he has given up a run here so far, trying to get his first save of the season, and Jesus Sanchez looks at a cutter. Might have been a ball. That was very borderline. And now he swings and misses at a cutter high. Way too late on that pitch. And again, I'm getting better at hitting, but still, I'm still not very great at it. As Joey Wendell 1 for 3, he does actually have a home run in this game. As he swings and misses at a cutter way outside. As, you know, I'm going to just get better and better at hitting as the season goes on. But Avisail Garcia now 1 for 3, final out now, and Garcia lifts one into left field. That is going to be caught. That is the end of the game, and Miami falls here to Atlanta. So, unfortunately, well, you're not going to be able to win every single game, so first loss of the year for the Marlins, but, you know, 2-1 to start this season, and, I mean, they just gave up way too many hits. You can't really expect to win many games you give up 14 hits in, so that was definitely an issue. The error also really cost them, and Rodgers, you know, not a really great game there, but the offense also kind of a little bit quiet. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. And next time we're going to finish this series out here. We're going to have one more full game against Atlanta. We're going to finish the series, the final series against Atlanta. Next time we try to win that series and take 3 of the first 4 of this season from the Atlanta Braves next time. And as you can see, Husker, you want a great start there. Just another look at these stats here. And the bullpen for Atlanta was excellent in this one. Jazz Chisholm, 2 for 4 with an RBI. And Soler, 0 for 3. Aguilar had a hit in that game, but Joey Wendell also had a homer. And, well, guys, remember to subscribe to the channel here for more year 1 of this Miami franchise. 10 hits given up by Rodgers. Just too many hits, and then the bullpen kind of, Anthony Bass blew it in the late stages. But that's it for me. I'm Lucas from Mars. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.